Hi guys, welcome to Roving Books, and today we'll be reviewing In Our Own Ways by Yejide Kilanko. I hope I got the pronunciation right. When I first read this book, I was shocked. I was stunned. I think I was even put in a state of confusion. Not that I was confused about what happened. What happened was that I was just I don't have the words to describe how I felt after reading this book because it was just very unnerving that something like that could happen. I mean, we have read of so many wicked men in books, but there was something particularly scary about how wicked Senami was. I'm very serious. I mean, I'd finished reading Cursed Daughters and I didn't like what Golden Boy did to get. But you see this very one. I was, it's like you you just can't make sense of it. I couldn't make sense of it. But it also made sense because it was something that I realized could happen. Something I realized may even be happening, do you understand? But it was just like you read of some I read thrillers generally. I love reading thrillers. So because of that I'm exposed to how wicked human beings can be. Do you get like I mean we talk about witchcrafts, all these things, serial killers. Do you get I know all these things. But you see this one, it is wickedness of a different type. And I'm not saying this to hype up the book. I'm saying this because I was scared. I mean, I think the other book that has made me feel this way is The Fisherman by Chigozie Obioma, and that is saying a lot. So let's go into this. Our main character in this book is Senami. You should remember his name now because I've been ranting about him since. He's the reason why I've been shouting. Senami is a very scary man. Now he's a very scary man not because of the things like he's one of those men that will threaten you, like I'll show you shaking and you'll be shaking. No, that's not what makes Senami scary. What makes Senami scary is that he is an insecure man who has a lot of ego. So before I finished reading this book, I think I was in a discussion with some people and we talked about a different book where the woman was insecure. And I came to the conclusion that as a human being, one of the worst things you can do to yourself is marry an insecure person. That's my conclusion. So when I read this, it was like stamp, 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 and approved. Do not marry an insecure person. They can ruin your life. They can ruin your life. And like after reading this, I saw a Diary of a Niger Girl's post where she's a similar thing was playing out. And I was like, sister, please don't go there. Don't go there. Please. Once a man is insecure about your job and your finances, is like he's not rich enough and he is trying to tell you to step down from work. Believe you me, that's just going to be the beginning, the genesis of you stepping down from so many things because he is threatened by the kind of person you are. And this reminds me of Chimamanda saying that the kind of men that her father or something sha is a man that cannot be threatened by who she is. Do you understand? So when a man is seeing like, oh, this woman, she's this, she's that, he's not threatened. He rather admires her. Now that is a green flag, a very, very green flag. In fact, it's as green as Nigerian flag without the white. Now let's go back to the story because I have yapped a lot. Seeing how insecure Senami was made me scared, and it created a wedge between him and his family because he wasn't proud of where he was from. He wasn't proud like, oh, I come from a poor background, and the woman I'm marrying, Fadaka, is from a wealthy background, so he doesn't want them to really mix. And even when Fadaka keeps like, you should not forget your family, no matter what they may have done to you in the past, you should hold them close. And he just doesn't. He's very, very ashamed of his past. His ego blinds him to the fact that without his family, he would not have been where he was. Which brings me to another character who I despise very much, close to how much I despise Senami. And this is what leads to what is the comb of the story. Like, when you are eating corn, you eat the grains and then the comb, the real cocoa of the story. So her name is Auntie Kike. Now, Senami's mother died, and before she died, she handed her son over to Auntie Kike that, please, you be the mother in my stead. But Auntie Kike is a wicked woman. There's no two ways about it. This is a wicked woman, a very wicked woman. And I say this with so much emphasis because I believe strongly that what she did to Fadaka, if they did half of that to her child, hell, see, she'll just bring hell and bring it and lose down on the person. But I think some people, when they think of other people, they don't think of them as people. Like there's a sense of disassociation with other people in the sense that they do not really see them. They see them as just things because when you click it or clock it that this is a person, right? This is an entire human being. You should treat them with dignity and respect, like she should have treated Fadaka. But she doesn't see Fadaka like that. She just sees Fadaka as an up, and an up that is not even a human being. That's the way she regards Fadaka. So she gives Senami this strange advice when Senami finds out that he's infertile, which takes us back to his ego. Senami cannot believe it. And he betrays his wife, one, by not telling her, two, by heeding to Auntie Kike's advice. Why I was even thinking, like, when she mentioned the advice, it's not something that should even stay in your head. It's something like I was surprised he pushed through with it. I was so surprised because, man, do you know what you were doing? Anyways, the deed was done, everything happened, and then the story kept on going till they have a fight, and he changes things. Like I said, this man, insecure people that have ego, be very wary of them. I'm saying this so I know I'm saying be very wary of them. He does this, he changes Fadaka's life, like her life changes in an instant. And her best friend, Eyimofe, I think sometimes when we're in love, we should listen to other people, right? Like that's sometimes like there are some people that you should be able to listen to. Eyimofe had been seeing Senami's red flags. She has been seeing it and she has been telling this woman that this man is so bad that Senami knows Eyimofe doesn't like him. Like that's how much she has shown her dislike for Senami. So Fadaka is lucky because she has Eyimofe. I mean, if she did not have Eyimofe throughout this trying period, I don't know what would have happened to her. Who knows? Senami flips the story so bad that it is only Eyimofe that believes Fadaka at first, and then Fadaka's family eventually starts to believe her part of the story, but by then it's already too late. And this is where Fadaka tries to rebuild her life to make sense of her life. I think a beautiful thing in this book, one of the very beautiful things I like is sisterhood. I love when women stand up for each other. It's always mama, mama, mama. Like, keep it up. And the women stood up for each other with Eyimofe. Fadaka had Eyimofe. She also had another female friend. It was just like, us sisters. And I like that. I think, um, yes, back to what I've been saying. Everybody should do a medical checkup before you marry. I can kneel down and beg you people because most of this drama is because there was no medical test. I mean, if you had done medical tests, although now there are cases where one of the partners sees a doctor and say, "Please don't tell my partner this." And you know that authors and doctors are bound to not disclose their patient's information with another person. Whether you are married, whether you are his father, whether you are if a patient said did not want it to be disclosed, doctor cannot disclose it. So I know that there are cases like that. But here, I just see human beings are scary. Like when you read books, you realize how scary some human beings are. I mean, we read the news, but there's a way books give context to their wickedness that makes you more scared. So we talk about the book. I like the writing. I like the writing so much. It's one of the books I found it hard to put down till I finished. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. The writing style is beautiful. It flows. Like it just flows. It's like a stream that flows and flows and keeps on flowing. If there'll be any faults in this book, believe me, I was blind to it. I was blind to it. So I highly recommend In Our Own Ways by Yejide Kilanko. You are bound to have a good time. Bye guys. See you in my next video.